Live trans and prosper. Hi, I'm Professor David Phillips. Let's talk a little bit about ACE. ACE, you mean the Awfully Cheerful Engine tabletop role-playing system? Why, yes, I believe that is what I mean by ACE. It's a nice multi-genre game. I have my students use it in my games, in their games at the university. And in their games, they need to sometimes assign difficulties to a task, and you get what's called a target number. So your difficulties, something might be easy to do, normal, hard, Herculean, or impossible. And there's a standard number for that. Obviously, you don't have to use the charts in the rule book, although the rule book is pretty handy and it's pretty quick and easy. And of course, my students have access to a Game Master screen I built for them that has the chart right there for them. They can put that on their table and yay you. Okay, now let's say I have a stat of 3. So I got a stat of 3. I have different colored die. The calamity die, always a different color than the other die. And so I want to do something easy. I want to pick up a book. Game Master says, well, that difficulty is easy. You just go ahead, pick it up. It's yours. But what if it's normal? I want to climb a rope. I know for someone built like me, climbing a rope would be impossible. But for my character in the game, climbing a rope might be an easy thing, or picking a lock might be hard. And so I have a stat score of 3, and I don't have a focus appropriate to climbing a rope. And so I need to roll a 10 or higher for a normal skill set. So I roll my die, and if I get a 10 or higher, oh, exploding 6s, exploding 6s, did not get a calamity. Oh, and okay, so it looks like I did it. How special. If I have a Herculean task, it might be 30 or more for my target number. But the Game Master assigns target numbers. There's a handy dandy chart in the rule book, page 18 of volume 1, that can be helpful for you. Of course, if you're doing something spurious and spontaneous, you can just assign it as you like. But make it reasonable for your players. And if you're doing an impossible task, your players might have exploding 6s, which means there's a chance they could do it, even if they suck, which is good. My students, I often tell my students they suck, but they can still do the task. I'd like to say that, no, I'm kidding, I never say they suck, but yeah, I do. Just ask my students. But that's that. Target numbers, that's how to do them. Oh yeah!